Hello tech enjoyers. You might be asking, hey, what are you doing outside? That's not where the tech is and the computers are usually. Well, I've got a bit of a project that is too messy for inside today. I have a computer that means quite a lot to me. This is my old family desktop. My parents recently upgraded it, and so they just gave me the old one to tinker with and stuff, which I really appreciated. And then I opened the site. I'd like to clarify, this computer is 8 years old, and while it had work done on it once, to be blunt, I can tell just by looking at it that the guy did not clean it. This computer has 8 years worth of dust inside of it. It's not a small amount of dust. And so, in today's video, I'm essentially going to come in with a air compressor and just clean the entire thing out, basically. But I know it's running a GT 630, an AMD CPU, don't know what one, no SSD, a 1 terabyte hard drive, pirated Windows 7, and so I've got this old dusty computer, and I'm going to be running an air compressor over it, my old family computer, and seeing if I can clean out 8 years of dust. Crikey. Should I be using an air compressor of this size and power? Probably not, but it's the only one I have on hand, and by golly, it's dusty and doesn't need it. By golly. Don't you? I've given it the best dust out it's going to get. I'm going to go do some benchmarking and stuff on it, figure out what it's actually running. And then I will take all the parts out individually and wipe them down. So I was setting up the computer for testing on my monitor, my test bench. I haven't turned it on or made it post. And it didn't happen for the mouse, but when I plugged in the keyboard, the LEDs turned on. So I'm wondering if yeah, it's just the keyboard, not the mouse. How strange. How very, very strange. So I've plugged in the computer to my test bench here. It's not this is a separate thing. It's down here, out of frame. After the air compressor and indeed does still post. And visual. Okay, yep. We got the BIOS. Oh, we've got a 6-core processor. Dual channel memory, 8 GB, DDR3. It's capable of overclocking. It is quite old and it has definitely, it's definitely degraded. Also, definitely still working after an industrial air compressor running through it. Booting to Windows. There we go. Everything seems normal. It's so slow because hard drive, it definitely all works. It's all working. It's all posting, it's getting into Windows still. Okay, I know it's a GT 630. It's only a hard drive. I'm not even going to bother benchmarking it because I'm going to be honest, I can't be bothered setting up the benchmarking stuff. Let's take it apart because I would benchmark it, but all I'm going to say is it's not going to be powerful, and I'll tell you the results are not going to be good now. But, yeah, GT 630, 1GB, 6-core processor, and dual-channel DDR3, 8GB of RAM. Let's shut it down and take it apart, because there's a few parts in there I actually want to use for things like my test bench. Cat's trying to look at the PC. So this is the PC we've got. We're going to do a quick teardown where I'm not planning to rebuild it because I want to use a few of these parts in other projects. But I want to see what's in there. These PCI screws, right? These PCI screws, there's like 4 different types of screw being used. And I don't know why. I wasn't the one that built this PC. As I said, this PC is very old, and so it was built well before I was building PCs. It was built when I was a young'un. So, yep, EVGA GeForce GT 630. 2 DVIs, 1 mini HDMI, 1 GB of RAM. Let's take this bad boy off. I'm very curious as to what's underneath there. That just took out the CPU with it. That. Holy cow. Okay. Any bent pins? Not by looking at it. Crikey. I did not realise how tight on that was. Oh, crikey. What is that? Thermal paste. Crikey. There it goes. Crikey. There's some crusty, dusty old thermal paste. Let's just grab a wipe for the top of that, I think. Some very crusty old thermal paste. I've got most of it now. If the camera would focus, there we go. It's an AMD FX. Nothing fancy, I don't think. What RAM are we running? I know it's DDR3. 1600 megahertz. Clock speed is 99924. DDR3. Running dual channel. Cable management's actually really not that bad. 500 watt power supply. It is modular. I don't have any other cables for it. The case itself is nothing special. Neither is the fan. I'm probably just going to keep the fan in there. The hard drive I would like to take out. The other screws are going to be on the back, aren't they? Yep. After I just light it down too. Nope, it was being held in by one screw. How stunning. Was it? Yep. That is really not a good sign, but it's a 1 terabyte WD Blue desktop hard drive. Out comes the weasel. And then we've got our motherboard. Now let's do a quick rundown of all the parts we had. As I said, the WD Blue 1 terabyte hard drive, an ASRock AMD motherboard with apparently 2 CPU fan sockets, which is interesting. It's a pretty good motherboard overall. Good I/O. I don't know what PGA this is, but I will get some specs up on screen here in post. I've got this AMD FX, which is quite old. Once again, specs up on screen here now, once I've got them in post. A CX500M Corsair 500 watt modular power supply with sadly most of the modular cables missing, so I will go through and try and find those online somewhere, but I'm sure I can find something that'll work. EVGA GeForce GT 630, not bad. it'll, look, it's not going to game, but it'll do light office work. PCI covers. Dual channel 8GB Corsair DDR3 RAM. Anyway, if you've enjoyed seeing me take part and dust off this really old computer that I did get for free, or even you want to see me reuse a few of the parts, please let me know in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It would help out a ton, as this is a brand new channel and I'm really putting my all into it. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I will hopefully, if you come back, see you guys next time. Bye bye.